Happy New Year 2022. It's the second year in the 20s of the second millennium. Pretty cool. Let's start off right off the bat where I'm here walking next to the train tracks. Why? I don't know. I thought it would be a cool place to go because right over here there's a giant ditch that empties into the Rio Grande River. And it's a kind of interesting situation. Today's a pretty special day because I got a new pair of glasses for Christmas that I just got now. Just picked them up from my family, and they are special because they're for colorblind people. So they pegged me as one of them colorblind people. I took a test. Just so happens I'm a strong something or other red and green color blinder. I've always had my blinders on, and these free me. They set me free from the color blinders of red and green, and it's kind of fun because I can see those colors in more detail or more vibrance. So adds a little color to my view. Adding color to one's life is sort of nice. It's a nice gift. I think it's working, but all I see is blue stuff on me, and this is the desert, so not a lot of red or green, but I think it's probably there wherever they put it. I'm sure that the red and green is there for real. This is a long deserted train track stretch. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. So it seems like they often have some pretty cool rocks next to the railroads because they build it on a pile of rocks. They just piled up all these rocks here for us to look at, but nobody does look at them because this is a railroad track. Imagine if you could just pick up a piece of rock and then you look at it and it's like, hey, that's not a special one in any case, but at least it was cool to pick up for a second. The Rio Grande River is over there. That's where this goes. This here train track crosses over. There's lots of birds and other weird wildlife here. It's kind of fun. In the winter, you can often assume that you'll find big flocks of birds flying around the Rio Grande River Valley. Nobody said you shouldn't use caution when hanging out in this area. I sure didn't. I suggest we use caution here because there's a lot of things to be careful of. I mean, trains are one thing, but then there's barbed wire and frigid, toxic water. That's a whole nother thing right there. Yeah, so this ditch goes through most of Albuquerque from the mountains all the way to the river. It's the end point of a few of them that come together upstream a little bit into one big one right here. It's looking cleaner than I've seen it before. I've been here on volunteer projects as a youth conservation corps leader to clean up this area, and it was much worse then. So this is looking pretty good. The amount of trash that used to be here was amazing and sad. And so this is a pretty good indication that some people are taking proper steps to help out, and I'm happy to see that. Maybe these glasses mean that I can see a better world after all. So in a big storm, you'll end up with a rushing stream pouring into this area filled with all kinds of crap. But it's looking, like I said, pretty good. So that's good. And the fire people are here. I hope they are not here to rescue me, since I seem to be just fine. Thanks, guys. But take care. We'll see you next time. Bye then. Good to see ya. As far as my coding journey goes, well, I just finished 5 weeks in a front-end JavaScript library class focused on the Bootstrap JavaScript library. Bootstrap was made by Twitter to make it easy to lay out the formatting elements of a web page, and it is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I learned some stuff. Bootstrap. Yeah. Bootstrap. I can make something that looks like a professional did it. And then where I'm stuck is that's all I can do. So if I wanted to set up like a login function or a checkout function with a shopping cart and all of that, then or like a subscription thing, none of that I have any clue about how to do it. I saw something down there and I was wondering if it's an actual living creature. Oh, it's a dog. I'm gonna go walk over here and initiate drone takeoff. We have some cranes, blue herons, or something. I don't know what, but they're very large birds. These ones are the ones making the noise. These ones are the ones that are big. That's my classification of birds for you. I am hoping you enjoyed this wildlife adventure where I show you I have the ability to differentiate between a really large bird and a regular large bird. Whoop. Yeah. Oops, I scared him. Oh wow, look. That's the train that would have smothered me if I was still standing there. This is looking more like what I thought I would find here. I guess it's been pushed further out, but there's still some garbage to be seen here, to be found. So if you're looking for some, come out here. Interesting opportunity here for treasure, where there has been an entire duffel bag washed down, and unless I'm missing a owner in the vicinity, I think this is potentially filled with $600,000 in cash or a body. Yeah, it looks more like a body. No, actually this looks like someone's sleeping material that they were stashing. There's a sleeping bag and a hat. So that's probably the sleeping material, sleeping gear of someone who's potentially homeless, maybe. So someone upstream in one of the ditch banks, there's often homeless people living in the ditches when they're dry, and when it rains, some of their belongings get washed away while they're out looking for something to eat, probably. Just a theory, but that's probably what that is. in my best estimate. So just gonna leave it there, because if they knew, they could come and find it, but they probably think it's gone, so too bad. We all lose things.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
All right. I'll stand next to it for a picture. Good job, good job. Okay, bye. Whoa, whoa. Okay, there it goes. So as they used to say in the old times, when they approach a cactus and the sun was going down and they felt hungry, I'm gonna go home. Today's adventure is almost over, and now it's back to computer sitting. And I woke up early this morning because my dog Romy had to get on the bed, and she's not very good at that because she's so old. So we bought a ramp, and she's not very good at using the ramp yet either, because it's a new scary thing. And so I got up to put her on the bed, and I couldn't fall back asleep, and I was just getting in one of those ruts where you think in the middle, well, not in the middle of the night, but when you're supposed to be sleeping, you wake up and you start thinking about how much better at life you could be, or how much better your life could be if you were better. One of those. And that you're not trying hard enough, and you're not doing enough, and something's wrong with you. Sometimes people think those things. You just gotta let it sit, and then you'll get past it, because it's how much better you could be or how much worse you could be. You're somewhere in the middle, and that's where you belong. But your brain can always imagine better, always imagine worse. So you have to think about all the ways things you in your life could be worse. Boost your confidence. Think about all the ways you in your life could be better. And that builds humility. The balance between confidence and humility creates a balanced person. We'll just try to keep it in that medium zone without getting hit by trains. The medium zone. Train's almost here, and I'll be on it. This is pretty cool. Come back here. Sayonara. See you next time.